Zane's curiosity got the better of him, and he couldn't resist probing into Elora's past.
I've lived in Kintyre County since I was born, and I thought I knew every beautiful young woman who lived here. I've never seen you around before, though. Where are you from? Did you just fall out of the sky?
Elora grinned back at him as she pushed a stray strand of her hair back behind her ear.
Are you planning to ask me out?
She teased Zane. Zane wasn't expecting her to be so bold, so he blushed furiously as he waved his hands dismissively.
That's not what I meant.
He protested. Elora burst out laughing, amused by how cute he was being.
Don't worry, I'm just teasing you. I'm actually waiting for someone to come and take me away from here, and I'm expecting them to arrive pretty soon.
Zane nodded, but he didn't fully understand what she meant. He thought,
She's clearly not from Kintyre County then. Where does she come from? And is she going to return there?
he didn't ask those questions out loud. Elora was leaving soon, and he probably wouldn't see her again, so there seemed little point in prying. Suddenly, they stopped in their tracks as a deathly hush descended all around them. A cold wind blew, picking up the fallen leaves from the ground and sending them twisting through the air. Zane's eyes instantly narrowed as he sensed what was going on.
It appears I've attracted a few dirty rats.
He took a step forward and his brow creased in concentration as a sword appeared in his hand.
No, make that 6 dirty rats. I guess Bram isn't messing around this time. Looks like he sent 6 warriors to kill me.
Although they hadn't materialized yet, Zane could already tell that 5 of them were at the 7th stage of body tempering, while the other one was 2 stages above them. The 6 assassins clad in black robes soon revealed themselves, their eyes locked on their target. Their leader was a bald man with an ugly, horse-like face. He had reached the peak of the 9th stage of body tempering, and he was preparing to release his vital energy. Zane sighed, all too familiar with the man. He was Aziel Martel, the elder of general affairs and the 7th elder of the Martel family, and he was looking at Zane like he wanted to strike him dead.
As smart as you are, you're still wrong.
Aziel told him with a smirk.
It isn't Bram who wants you dead this time, it's the first elder. If I were you, I'd play dead until I found a hole to crawl into. It's the only way you'll live another day.
Then he spotted Elora and licked his lips.
I don't know why a beauty like you is hanging out with a dead man walking. You should come and see me. I'm sure I could show you a good time.
Zane was furious. He was about to unsheath his sky sword and fight to the death when Elora placed her hand on his shoulder, stopping him. She wasn't angered by the old man's ridiculous comment. In fact, she was amused by it.
The best way to catch a rat is with a cat.
She pointed out, smiling at Zane.
We should let the cats play and continue our conversation.
She completely ignored Aziel and the others and grabbed Zane's hand to lead him past the group of would-be assassins. The elder was burning with rage that he had been so casually dismissed, and his whole body was crackling with energy.
How dare you disrespect me like that? You're both going to regret that.
Then he turned to his men and gestured toward the duo.
Kill her, and then take her back to my room.
As the men were practically rubbing their hands together in glee, a dark figure dropped from the sky like a boulder.
If you even hurt a hair on her head, you'll be digging your own graves,
Otto warned them. His palm was instantly enveloped in red light, and a wave of energy shot out, hitting Aziel in the chest with a deafening boom. The old man stumbled back several steps as a result of the impact, and the smell of burnt flesh emanated from him. When he looked down, he saw that his chest had been mutilated by the blow.
He has to be at the pinnacle of the foundation level.
His eyes widened in shock as a metallic taste spread on his tongue. Soon, blood spurted from his mouth, instantly weakening his aura. Zane was about to help Otto when Elora stood in front of him and held him back.
Otto will take care of those idiots. We've saved your life tonight, so I hope you won't forget our agreement.
As they walked away, they could hear the sound of fighting and the screams of Aziel and his men as fire blazed across the sky. When they finally reached Martell Mansion, Allura waved goodbye and then turned to leave. Zane watched her go, and then he stared at the hand she had held, lost in thought. Eventually, he shook his head to snap himself out of it and went inside. The following day, Zane slowly put away the Book of Divine Thunder in the Dragon Prison. Once done, he breathed a sigh of relief. The book's power surpassed even his wildest expectations. According to the records, those who practiced with the Book of Divine Thunder would be able to summon 9 days of Divine Thunder and embed them in their energy center. The practitioner would also be able to utilize up to 13 types of thunder, depending on their health and their level of talent. Zane raised his hands and looked skyward. Not wasting any time, he summoned Purple Soul Thunder, Thunder of Protection, and Thunder of Wind and Cloud. In the endless sea of stars above the Dragon Prison, a peal of rolling thunder announced a cosmic shift. A bolt of black lightning suddenly shot out, transforming into a human-sized divine dragon that roared in the sky. The beast's aura was astonishing, and it caused the entire world encapsulated in the Dragon Prison to darken and sink. A terrifying, destructive force gathered in the sky and slowly formed around the divine dragon. It was the most powerful type of divine thunder, and even though it was only the length and thickness of a strand of hair, it contained the aura of the divine dragon. The beast screeched and turned to dust, and its shed scales floated through the air, turning into a series of booming thunderbolts. They formed a lake of thunder, which broke apart and rained down like a hailstorm. But just when they were about to hit the Dragon Prison, an enigmatic force swallowed them up. Zane sat naked on the ground with his eyes closed in concentration, as he couldn't risk making a mistake. Seconds later, he opened his eyes again and stared into the sky at the thunder surrounding the divine dragon. As he clenched his fist, black lightning fell from the sky. With a swoosh, it struck Zane right between the eyebrows and entered his energy center. The sensation left him trembling, his face drained. After the black thunderbolt disappeared, the Dragon Prison went back to normal, leaving Zane elated. As he examined his energy center, he got lost in his thoughts. He knew that divine thunder differed from the 13 types of lightning that were described in the book. He thought,
Is it because I have a form of the Elder Wyvern? Or is it because of the Dragon Prison? Maybe it's because I drew energy from the endless sea of stars.
all those questions clouded Zane's mind, but he knew he needed to settle on a name for the new technique. Eventually, he decided what to call it and shouted aloud,
Dark Sky Thunder.
Can't wait for more? Catch the next episode tomorrow. And if you are ready to binge the whole series, download our app now. Tap the link in our bio to start your journey.